Welcome back. This is another episode of BTW Garage. Today we're working on the F150 again. We're getting closer and closer to wrapping up all the sheet metal work, a lot of welding. Show you what we ran into. We ran into a few holes in the floor we didn't expect. One we kind of knew about, the other one was a little bit bigger than we thought. But got the cab corners in, got the door post patch panels in. We'll give you a quick tour and tell you what our next step is. Now I'm out working on the truck again. We got the door post kind of welded in there, started. The cab corner started in there. Just looking around here at this other front door post. I mean, this is actually a little solider than the other side, surprisingly. But then look at my nice little hole I found here. I took the stuff out. I think I put that in another video, but obviously a little work there. Just look at all the junk, guys. It gets caught in these fenders. This is why then things rust at the bottom of the rockers. That stuff just sits there, moisture just sits there and collects. Any salt that gets in there, dirt, just sits there and makes a mess. So we're gonna try and blow that all out. We'll treat on it with some rust converter and encapsulate it before we put the doors back on. So this here we'll have to grind out. I'll cut that and see how big of a patch you want to use. Let me just show you, this is how much of a patch panel I actually got. I just cut the one back edge off of that. Really the only thing we really need is this piece in here. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna use this whole thing or just try and go from here to here, this section here, just cut it out. Maybe just even cut it on the outside lip. Just whatever's easiest to hide the welds, and then when we sand it down so it looks clean. So anyway, we'll pull it back off there to see what we're talking about. I mean, this here, when you sand on it, it was actually just surface rust there, no holes at all. I mean, it's really solid. It's solid back in there, and this is solid. So I really think if we just cut this maybe right about here, I mean, we can go further up, but cut that out, that bend in it, and patch that piece in there. I think we'll be in good shape. As you can see, it's all cut out there. That's really solid in here. Obviously this has got some border, but that's where that where the hole in the floor is right on the other side. But you can see just the bottom edge of that, and that's just surface rust, most of that down there. And this here is actually just torn. It wasn't even rusted. So you got, it's really not that bad. I'm gonna cut it a little bit more than I did there, but I just wanted a little bit at a time and see how much we're gonna patch up. So here we got it all rust encapsulated in there, cleaned up. Started doing grinding our edges down where our welds are going to meet for our new panel. I'll get that set in there and then show you what we got. Now we got the little door post panel in now. This one's pretty much welded in there. I have to grind down on my welds and then obviously finish the back side over here. Just got some spot welds there. But that's in. Hey guys, this might be a little shaky. This is the cab corners are on. The little door patch panels there, that's kind of ground down. Got some little sheet metal work right in that corner to work on. But this here, got this patch panel in, ground down. This is one of the deals that the floor guys was talking about. This I was actually able to take my bead roller and roll in these beads. Anyway, they line up pretty good. These the beads are rolled in there for the floor pan. But pretty good sized patch panel there, as you can see. We'll get that cut in. I didn't start welding this one yet because we got a lot of, well, not a lot, but I just want to pull this panel out rust encapsulate it, seal that up underneath, and then we'll weld this panel in. As you can see, look at the pile of junk I got out of there between the layers there. So we're going to rust encapsulate that, clean that all up, make that look a little nicer. And over here, same thing. We got our door post panel in. Got most of the welds ground down there. Got our other patch panel in here. It's looking pretty good. And here's the other floor piece. It looked like at first it was just this little section here. And as I got it, was pretty soft over in here. So we took and cut that all out, ground it down. I'll be making a patch panel for that. Right now we're just going to clean this up real quick. Rust encapsulate both areas. Let it dry, and we'll come back to it tomorrow and start working on getting our patch panel in there. Okay guys, I said rust encapsulator earlier. What I meant to say is rust converter. I got the rust converter all applied on here. Let that dry. It'll dry to a dull finish. We'll put another couple coats on that tonight, but get it sealing all this rust, and then we'll take and encapsulate it after that dries. Got this all rust converted and sprayed there. Looking a little better. Same thing with this. We got these corners all, the doorposts all squared away. This all in rust encapsulated. And this other rust converted. I keep saying it, guys. Sorry. Rust converter on there. We'll let that dry. Started cutting out my patch panels. I got the one cut for the other side. I'll have to put two little pieces in here. Weld that up, and then we're just about ready for filler, guys. Well, guys, that concludes this episode. Just to recap, as you can see, we got the cab corners are all on now. The bottom door posts are in, the patch panels there, and we got the floor patch panel cut for the driver's side. As you can see, there was a couple beads I rolled in that earlier. That's the first time I've used that bead roller. Pretty excited. I got a lot of different dies to mess with that, and it was able to match the grooves in the floor pan pretty easily. We'll be doing the complete floor on Isaiah's 34 coupe here, so getting a chance to play with that and get used to it, it's going to make a world of difference. You know, and just, I think I should have took my English wheel and rolled the metal out to stretch a little bit, I know, but this is just a little patch panel for the truck. This is going to be a driver. We're trying to just scoot through this project. Just like the door posts, we're going to clean them up pretty decent. The metal looks pretty good now, but what we want to do is just not spend a ton of time inside the door frames, but we're going to clean up, do a real good job on the outside of the body, and just get it so we can get it in paint shortly. The next step now here, we'll try and do a little follow-up on the floor pan, but then start getting into filler and getting this thing smoothed out. So stay tuned. We'll keep posting. Thanks.